In the earlier videos which I have uploaded on the YouTube, you have seen what is a linear synthesis and you are familiar with a convergent synthesis. Your syllabus also have one more type of synthesis which you call it as multi-component synthesis. Today, we will see exactly what is multi-component synthesis. Take one good example, a simple example, and in the next video, we will have one more example. So today, we will see what is multi-component synthesis, how do you define a multi-component synthesis, and we'll take a simple example of a multi-component synthesis. A multi-component synthesis is nothing but it is an organic synthesis involving more than two components in a reaction vessel. So when you have more than two components in a reaction vessel, then that type of synthesis is given a name. We call it as multi-component synthesis. I repeat, more than two components in a reaction vessel is called as multi-component synthesis. Now, some typical examples which are there in your syllabus is Mannich reaction. So today, multi-component synthesis, I have told you the definition, and now we see what is this particular reaction which you call it as Mannich reaction. Just going to teach you the reaction. A classical example is this one which you call it as Mannich reaction. So I'm going to teach you Mannich reaction, but before that, exactly what is Mannich reaction? It is nothing but condensation of a compound containing one or more active hydrogen, that is reactive methylene compounds in short, with formaldehyde and ammonia, or you can have a primary or a secondary amine forming beta amino compound is called as Mannich reaction. That means for Mannich reaction, what do I require? Well, I require a compound containing one or more active hydrogen, in short, a reactive methylene compound. Second requirement is formaldehyde. My third requirement will be ammonia. If I don't have ammonia, then okay, then you take care of, you can use the primary amine. If you don't have a primary amine, then secondary amine. And what will be my product? The product which I get will be called as beta amino compound is called as Mannich reaction. Now normally the Mannich reaction is carried out in an acidic environment. So let us see how you do this Mannich reaction. Here, my starting material is this compound, an aromatic ring. It is C double bond O and CH3. Is it all right? This is what you call it as acetophenone. Acetophenone. This is my compound containing one or more active hydrogen atoms, right? Now make it to react with formaldehyde. What is formaldehyde? HCHO. So I write HCHO. I write like this. HCHO. Now, so I have taken a compound containing one or more active hydrogen atom. I have taken formaldehyde. You remember the third requirement? The third requirement was either ammonia, or you can make use of a primary amine or a secondary amine. So now we use the secondary amine. The secondary amine which I am using here is CH3 methyl, close the bracket, 2 times, so dimethyl. I am using amine, so dimethyl amine, which is a secondary amine. Now the reaction takes place in the presence of an acidic medium. So we are using HCl here to create that acidic medium. Is that all right? We are using acid here to create HCl to have that acidic medium. Now what is this reaction? You remember when I said Mannich reaction, I told you that this is a condensation reaction. So in a condensation reaction, what happens is simple compounds, will be removed like water. Now, how the reaction will take place? The reaction will take place like this. You take out one hydrogen atom from here. You remove one hydrogen atom from here. So how many hydrogen atoms you have removed? One from here, one from here. There is O here in the medium, so you remove this O. So I have two hydrogen atoms and I have removed one oxygen atom. So two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. What you have removed is water, H2O. You have removed water. Now whatever you get, you have to write it. So let us write it. Here we have an aromatic ring. Yeah. This is my aromatic ring. C double bond O. They have not taken part in the reaction. I have not done any changes here. The changes are here. See, there was CH3. Now this becomes, you have removed one hydrogen atom. Obviously it becomes CH2. You come to this part. You know, this is your formaldehyde part. This is my formaldehyde. This is my dimethylamine. So formaldehyde, I have removed O. So what is left out now? A carbon and two hydrogen atom. A carbon and two hydrogen atom, methylene group. When you have one carbon and two hydrogen atom, then the group will be called as methylene group. Now, come to this part. This is your dimethylamine part. You have removed H from here. What is left out is N and this two methyl group attached to that N. So how will we write now? When you are writing, you will put N here and the CH3 twice. Okay, so this is CH3 twice. Now this is what is there. Henna? Water has been removed in the reaction, so water has been removed in the reaction. Now this is CH3. Okay, so if you want, I'll write it properly. I'll repeat this. The structure I'll repeat it for you. CH2, this is N, methyl group twice. Okay, now this compound, you remember there is an acid, your reaction is over here. Actually, your reaction is over, your manic reaction is over, but what we get is the formation of a manic base. Now what is this manic base? See here in the medium, you have hydrochloric acid. You can see the reaction is carried out in an acidic medium. Can you see that acid here? You are aware that nitrogen atom has an electron pair, unshared electron pair. So what happens is the acid will react here. This acid reacts here. So let us see that reaction. That acid reacts here, HCl. Now how it becomes? It will become like this. This is my aromatic ring. This is C double bond O. This is CH2. This is CH2. This is N. This is CH3 twice. Okay. Now, you are aware that acid is nothing but H plus ions and Cl minus ions. So that H plus ions from the acid will get attached here. It will get attached here. To form a bond with the nitrogen atom, it requires a pair of electron. Nitrogen atom will give that pair of electron to the proton which you get from hydrochloric acid. Now, if you check the valency of this nitrogen atom, it has become 4. How it has become 4? Because there is one bond here and two bonds here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Your nitrogen atom now has become quaternary. Valency has become 4. So you put a positive charge on the nitrogen atom and this is balanced by Cl which carries a negative charge. Now where you got the Cl from? The Cl also I got it from hydrochloric acid. Now this is what you get. You get the formation of manic base. Manic base. Now your base is in the form of hydrochloride because you have used hydrochloric acid. So your base is in the form of hydrochloride. So what I want to say is when you are giving example of manic reaction, what you should do? You must write acetophenone, you will write formaldehyde, you will write dimethylamine, use acidic medium. It's a simple condensation reaction. Water will be removed. You get the formation of this compound. Is it all right? You get the formation of this compound. this is your end product. You will get here. Your reaction actually ends here. But because you have used hydrochloric acid in the medium, that hydrochloric acid will react with this and give you the formation of a compound which you call it as mannich base. So when you have to write it in the exam, you please write this hydrochloric acid minus water and directly jump to this mannich base. How you get mannich base? That's what I have explained to you, because many people don't understand suddenly how you get this. It's nothing but a reaction of the product and the hydrochloric acid in the medium to give you mannich base. And your mannich base this time is nothing but a hydrochloride. So this is a multi-component synthesis where you are using more than 2 components in a reaction vessel. Is it not more than 2 components? You have acetophenone, you have formaldehyde, you have dimethylamine. So you have more than 2 components. The category is multi-component synthesis. Thank you for watching this video. Please brush up the reaction, practice it.